My assigning a spirit animal to Jane Austen of the Western Gray Squirrel. Today is Friday, 5 June 2026 AD, and here I, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, share my assigning a spirit animal to Jane Austen of a Western Gray Squirrel. This is done in the spirit of a peace offering to a particular writer if I were to cover their texts in graduate school. So it is a bit of a piece of an peace offering to a particular writer. So I've talked about potentially covering Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen if I were to pursue graduate degrees in language and literature. And I've put out there like Greek or English major, Greek or English minor. And so this was part of the, if I did a master's and a PhD, Jane Austen in Pride and Prejudice I put kind of in the master's realm, master's degree realm, which would, yes, be a little bit of a change for me. My first college degree I got at 17 years of age, Associates of Arts and Sciences, with a primary focus in mathematics and secondary focus in multicultural studies. There's a little bit of that there, the cultural component. And then I got a Bachelor of Science degree when I was 22 years of age. Bachelor of Science in Geology and Geophysics with a minor in mathematics. So this is one, so it's a little bit of different path, though there is coursework that I've taken in language and literature, language and literature, and religion and stuff like that. So it's not out of the blue. And yeah, so there's that. And there's a bit of, in going this path, do I understand the person and the work well enough that I can assign them an animal? Let's go from my ethnicities, that I think is a spirit animal of the person, in this case Jane Austen. That kind of, it would be, and in going through the work, it's a reminder of kind of, this was a person, and this is kind of spirit of the person, and a spirit, and then if I haven't ever interacted with the person, then I have interacted with this particular species, the Western Gray Squirrel. So the Western Gray Squirrels I include on my channel here, and they are a threatened species. So they're like, but they're gray squirrels everywhere. These are, they're different species of gray squirrels, and so these are Western Gray Squirrels, are native to like a fairly decent halo around the Seattle area, is maybe region around the Seattle area, so like northwest United States of America and southwest Canada, and they're a little more timid perhaps than some of the other gray squirrels. With the other species of the backyard, I call them the big friendly giants, and they're big friendly giants of the Duwamish squirrels. And so I was like, I really think it's a bit of a fit because they're a little bit more timid, but they're a little proper. Like they like etiquette. They like to be spoken to in a certain way, and I thought that's very Pride and Prejudice. And Jane Austen, and Lady Austen might be a giant, and she is friendly, and so they're a big squirrel for these parts, but they're also friendly to me and the other species. Like some of the smaller species can be a little bit like, very territorial, and kind of like there's other species, and these are the ones that are like, they'll come and they're like, I just kind of want to make peace, and so they're like, but they also infight, so which is also kind of like, Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy, they could also fight, like they're like squirrels. but those characters came from Lady Austen, Jane Austen, so like there's a little, we can call them the spirit animal from my perspective. I'm Euro-Native American, so they're Duwamish squirrels, and I'm a Duwamish human, so Native American original peoples to the Seattle area, a little bit of halo there as well, like a region around Seattle. So there's from my perspective, I was like, I dub her a Western Gray Squirrel.